One of my favorite pieces of Twilight lore, one of my very, 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 very favorite pieces of Twilight lore is that when one of the Cullen children slip up, when they have an oopsie, when they unalive somebody, Carla makes them go to the funeral of that stranger. We learn this in Midnight Sun when Edward and Bella go to the meadow. They're like talking about Emmett and his singers, and Bella very casually is like, "What did Emmett do?" And of course, Edward starts to spiral, and he's like, "How can I tell her about what he did to his singers?" Would she think better or worse of us if she knew that Carla had required our attendance at their funerals? Not just these two, but every victim of our mistakes and lapses. We a tiny bit less damned because we had listened to those who knew them best describe their shortened lives, because we bore witness to the tears and the cries of pain, the monetary aid we'd anonymously provided to make sure there are no unnecessary physical suffering seemed crass in retrospect. Such a weak recompense. First of all, no wonder the Cullens have to move a lot, because this is suspicious behavior. You want to lay low, you want to blend in. The last thing that you want to do after making an oopsie is to show up at that funeral and then disappear. Also, this is like the last thing that these poor people need. It is bad enough that they have lost a loved one, and now they have to look and see these 7 ghouls back in the back crying tearless sobs because they hate themselves. People have suggested in the past that Carlisle like only makes the one that did it go, but I really like the idea that everybody has to pay for somebody's mistake. Also, the use of the word required cracks me up. Like, Carla required her to, like, what's that conversation like? What was that first conversation like with Edward, right? When he was like, I hate to tell you this, but we're going to the visitation. You've just made a mistake and unalive someone. Is it the best place to be surrounded by humans? Is this the best idea for Jasper after he makes an oopsie? Have mistakes happened at funerals?